Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming, and today we're going to have a look at the new Charizard GX from Detective Pikachu. So, look at this absolute beast of a Pokemon. What's this guy do? Well, there's one main attack that we're really interested for the most part, and that's Steam Artillery. 200 damage, which looks fantastic until you look at the energy cost. 5 energies. That's going to be awkward, especially in the current format. Will be easier when the new set releases, but until then, we'll make this thing work. The other attack that's really good here is the Dreadful Flames GX, 250 damage, but you get the added bonus of discarding an energy from each of our opponent's Pokemon. So not only does it hit for higher damage, it discards an energy from each of our opponent's Pokemon. Real nice indeed. Plus this guy has 250 HP, he's a bulky beast, and that's really fun to play with. So how are we going to get this thing set up? Well, because we're just running Charizards, we've got a really low Pokemon count, so we've added some Jirachis here to help us with consistency. Plus, it's a basic Pokemon, can go and find our rare candies, but more importantly, we are really hard after a Kiawe on turn 1. That's our ideal turn 1 here. So if we don't start it in hand, hopefully a Jirachi can go and pull it. Failing that, hopefully a Jirachi can go and get an Ultra Ball, which can get a Tapu Lele, which can get a Kiawe. That's what we're really after, but this is a high risk strategy because the current format, there's a lot of decks that can hit in early on turn 1. And we've got to attach these energies to a Charmander with 70 HP. So that is a high risk strategy, but the reward, if it comes off, is huge. So that's the strategy we're going with, and we do have backups if this strategy fails. So the first strategy, backup strategy here is the Charmeleon route with the Burning Fighter. We can bring this guy and evolve him up and discard the top 5 cards of our deck and hopefully find some fire energies to build the Charmeleon up. We can also go in attacking with the Baby Zard, which is really good as well, because he's self-charging. So while we're self-charging with the Baby Zard, we can be building up a Charizard in the background, which is kind of nice as well. Plus this guy can also get one-shots off with ease under the right circumstances if we've got a big hefty Pokemon in front of us that not even this Charizard can get down with a Dreadful Flame. So that's also another option as well. So that's the deck list. Shall we begin? I think we shall. Hello Pedrockins, and welcome. Victini, why is it whenever I put you in a deck, you love being up front? You're like, I've got this, I'm up front, I'll take charge here. Alright, it's all okay, I've got this. That's what you do, that's what you do. Alright, so I have serious issues, so we will go Viridian Forest down, we'll give him a friendly hello, why not, and we'll Cynthia. This is completely dead. I do not have the turn 1 Kiawe, I do potentially have a turn 2 Kiawe, and I've done absolutely nothing, so that does not deserve a well played whatsoever. For the moment, we're done. So, Tapu Bulu up front. At least we're hitting for weakness. That's a good thing. So there's 2 routes that I could go about this. I could actually use the Charmeleon route, or I could Kiawe on the next turn. I'm thinking it's more the Kiawe on the next turn, but obviously, to use the Kiawe on the next turn, what I'm really looking at is a rare candy to the Zard. Unfortunately for you, I may not have many bench Pokemon at this stage. I'm one-shotting that. I do like seeing that here. So, how am I playing this at this stage? It's interesting having a Tapu Bulu in this deck. We are going to time a ball and see whether I can get myself a heads in this. I do, so we'll go and pull ourselves in this particular Zard just here. And we'll rare candy to this Zard straight out. We're going to be pretty bricked after this, so we'll chuck the energy onto this Zard. We are going to Kiawe and go and get ourselves 4 energies onto the Zard. Now, the ideal turn for next turn will actually be a Guzma. So either give me an Ultra Ball so I can just Tapu Lele into a Guzma, or something like that. So I'll give him a Love Heart back. Gotta love the Zard. And we are able to start hitting in next turn. So Crushing Hammer. He's missed on that. So this is going to be a bit of disruption as well. But with my minimal bench, he's not going to be hitting all that much. 20 damage. 2 NGs for 20 damage. Oh, that unbricks me quite nicely. Do I want to play an NG to anyone? We'll play it to the Victini. We shall Lily for 5. And we do have the Guzma. We just can't use it yet. But that's okay because I doubt he's attacking on the next turn. So we might Guzma on the next one and play it from there. So do I want to get an energy card? No, I don't, not at this stage. And we will just use our Steam Artillery. Now this, Celebi Venusaur is probably like the ideal deck to get in this. Because I could just one shot and just power through it. So he's trying desperately to get that up and rolling now. Got an Escape Rope, that's interesting. That plays into my hands nicely because I don't even have to... Excuse me, manually switch out now. Got a buff padding. That's not going to help, I'm afraid. That could. Nope, missed. Good. So, yeah, this thing, like, right now has 320 HP. But it's going down. Fire weakness, I mean, it's hard to play around with. So, we will Wishful Baton onto you. We will Nest Ball and go get myself another Charmander down. And we can manually evolve this one if we need to, and we can self-charge as well, which is nice. So I think we, Viridian Forest, get rid of the Kiawe, because we don't want that anymore. And we'll just start the whole manual charge of this Charmander. We actually have a choice of which Charizard at this stage. So we'll Guzma back to the Charizard here, and we shall now Steam Artillery. Yeah, yeah. That's cruel though. That is cruel. That is a Celebi and Venusaur destroying machine. Right there. Hello EIG Muto. And welcome. Ooh, I was very nervous that I was going to have to start the Tapu Lele. Got the Kiawe in hand though. Didn't really want the Victini up front though. Alright. So what am I doing turn 1? Don't really know. Got the Charizard and the Candy as well as the energy. So I'm thinking that we Ultra Ball away here. The Tapu Lele unbricks myself. So we Ultra Ball away the Charmeleon, which I really don't want to do. But we're going to. We'll go and get a Charmander out. We'll go and get this one just here. Just because I don't really like its attack. It's just here for the 70 HP, really. Charmander down. Fire Energy onto the Charmander. And we now Kiawe. And take a huge risk. No turn 1 KOs, please. And that's a question of what do I actually do to try and get out of the active. Alright, so I don't want to be playing too many trainer cards. I've learnt that. Like item cards. Trip Zorua, so you've got the Professor Elms right where you want it. Or when you want it. I think it's going to be pretty important that I'm starting to hit in from, like, immediately. Now, I've got 5 of my 14 NGs from the deck already onto my Charmander, so if I'm trying to manually retreat, that's a huge risk. 6 NGs are already gone, actually. So a manual retreat is just taking an absolute huge risk, so... Because I'm thinking Tapu Lele to a Lily or something like that. In a Guzma, really? Have you got the KO? Oh no, you're setting yourself up for the next turn. Alright. So, we candy to the Charizard. Do we just go, stuff it, let's go and get 2 prize cards? And then hope for the best? Nah, because I need to unbrick. I need to unbrick bad. So we are going to go with the Lily and just take a chance. A huge chance. I need to attack on this turn. Please find me a way to attack on this turn. Which is 1 of 7 cards. I don't like my odds here. Come on, Lily. Find me a way into an Energy. Yes, good. Or the Escape Board. The Escape Board would have been even better, actually. No way into a second Charmander yet, so we'll retreat out to the Charizard. We will go a Jirachi down. And for the moment, we'll hold there. And yeah, we're just simply doing a Steam Artillery. Smacking out that Shumpert. We unprize our self-charging Charizard. You like being in the prize cards, I tell you. I mean, I haven't been playing this deck for long. But you do like being there. So I'm assuming a DCE is coming now. And we're going to take probably 120 damage. Which means you're in risk of going down on the next turn. Which isn't good for me. So I need to probably find the Wishful Baton and a Charmander pretty quickly. Because even if I GX attack, like this Zoroark goes down, so there's no point using the GX attack here. In fact, there is a point of using the GX attack because I actually don't have the KO. I need Baby Zard. Oh, there's the Wishful Baton. In fact, Baby Zard would be absolutely clutch. We're going to chuck a second Jirachi down just to thin. Come on, let's find ourselves a way into Charmander. Alright, so... where am I putting all these energies? Yep. That's about where I'm at. Yep. Yep. Have a fire energy. And we shall Dreadful Flames GX. So like I said, there is a potential that I go down on the next turn. So there's a Charmander. There's the Altar of the Moon, which is what I was really worried about. So what are you playing at here? Got the Choice Band. Alright, if the Charizard lasts another turn, that'll be huge for me, especially if you leave Banette out in the active. Alright. So now what I'm looking at is getting Baby Charmander down. Yeah, there you are. Baby Charmander down. We shall... I kind of want to keep this hand. Save 3 NGs. No, I don't, because I need a better attacker. I need a better attacker, don't I? Because there's 20 times the number in the discard, so even if I let all 5 go on the discard, that'll have 6 in there, so it's 120, and that's not enough to get a KO on something. So I'm feeling like we go onto you. We go onto you. And we're now in search of getting up another Zard. So we'll shuffle. We definitely don't want a Kiawe to do it. We may want to go the Charmeleon route, but that's already in the discard. So that's not an option. Alright, so we shall just use our Steam Artillery. Take 2 more cards, prize cards. Maybe I'll get a candy from here. No candies. It's future Shaun's problem worrying about how I'm getting that second Zard up anyway. Let him worry about that. I am down to 1 prize card. I am impressed by that. I am impressed by that. Considering when I see this deck, I see Zoroark and went, oh, this ain't gonna be fun. So, got another choice band. Does he have the DCE? If he whiffs on the DCE, nah, he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. So I need to find myself into a candy. How many candies have I got left? Plenty of candy. He's got the field blower. That's painful. I was kind of hoping he didn't have that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go Victini up. We'll just hit into this Zoroark. Keep in mind that six, 7, 8. It's 2-shotting no matter what I do, isn't it? So we'll Nest Ball. Go and get myself another Charmander. Just thinking here. One's definitely going on to you. It's 2 showing no matter what, and I'm assuming you've got an Acerola in hand. So we're going to Cynthia, because I do need to find my way into the candy. Still no candy. Okay. So we'll just use our Infinity. I'm assuming that that's going to go, like, that's going to be Acerola here. Can almost guarantee that will be the play. And if he doesn't, well, it's taking a huge risk. But I've got to find myself into a candy. So he's going to Stretcher. Thinning quite hard. So where's this Acerola that I'm assuming is coming? Although if you're looking for the Acerola, if you didn't have it, you would have been better off leaving the Rescue Stretcher in hand while you were searching for it. I'm assuming that's what you're looking for, is that Acerola. Yeah, there it is. So what I'm looking at is trying to one-shot at some point. How many Guzmas have hit the discard? Just the one, so... Gotta be careful how I'm going about it as well. So I'm thinking Jirachi's definitely up next. And what we might do is spread the energies around a little bit. Because the baby Zard... The baby Zard that we're after. Still no candy. Just needs one NG afterwards, so... You know what? Let's just play a Kiawe. Bring in an Ultra Ball. Play a Kiawe. And we'll hope to get into a candy on the next turn. Just by thinning 4 energies out of here. Looking at the continuous Blaze Ball. Just need 4 energies on it. Plus you can get 2 energies out of the deck as well yourself. So we'll go on to you. In fact, I didn't manually attach. I probably should have manually attached to the other Charmander. So let him smash through this Jirachi at the moment. While I'm working on the one-shot with this Jirachi. So he's going to Guzma up this Charmander, which is fine, because that's what I'm kind of setting it up for. It's what I'm really hoping for here. So with Jirachi down now, all I need is a candy. Candy and it's game. Stellar Wish for candy. There it is. Alright. So we now Ultra Ball, get rid of this Zard and the Timer Ball. We'll go and get Baby Zard out. We candy up the Baby Zard. We put an energy onto the Baby Zard. We Roaring Resolve. Go and get ourselves 2 more energies onto this Baby Zard. And we only need 1 prize card, so we'll go with the weakest Pokemon that's there, which is the Garbodor. And we have game. There we go. The Baby Zard is a good addition to this deck. I'm thinking maybe a second Charmeleon though. Thinking maybe a second Charmeleon, because that's awkward when you don't have that Charmeleon. So, yeah, good game, good game. Hello, ReZero. ReZero? We'll go with ReZero. Victini, stop coming into my hand. I'm getting over this. This is not normal. You need to just stay in the deck until later. It's simple. Seriously. Why are you here every time? There's things that you can guarantee with this deck, I've decided. You can guarantee that the turn 1 Kiawe going first is absolutely clutch. And you can guarantee that Victini Prism Star will start in your hand. They're the things you can guarantee with this deck. So, we'll Nest Ball. We've got a candy, which is nice. So, we do need the Charmander with this Nest Ball. We'll go and get this one. See, if you were Jirachi, I'd be much happier. Because I might be able to go and find my way into a surefire Charizard in the next turn. So, we'll go NG onto this Charmander. And we won't put the Viridian Forest down. We will put an Escape Board down, maybe? No, we'll wait a turn. We'll Kiawe now. And just chuck 4 energy cards onto the Charmander. So that one's ready to roll. So, Garchomp deck. Not a Gibble that I'm used to seeing though. The Hiding Rock, so any attached to it has no retreat cost. That's nice. That's kind of cool. So, I need a way into a Charizard. That's what I need now. That's what I'm looking for. Just a way into a Charizard. I was kind of hoping he'd miss that energy pull, but he hasn't. But what we could do to make things awkward, if we got into the Charizard, and it's a big if here. Oh, the XP share could be annoying. So he's going to leave that up front. Oh, what a top deck. What a top deck. That is a clutch top deck right there. We don't want to put Viridian Forest down, that is for sure. We do want to chuck an Escape Board down onto you. And yeah, we will just retreat out to this Charizard. And we will Steam Artillery. That sounds pretty good to me. The only issue is he's just saved that energy. So there is a chance that he could hit in for 200 on the next turn. Which doesn't sound good to me. But what could be kind of fun though, if he does miss it, which I have a feeling he thinks he might miss it, is at some stage I do have this dreadful Flames GX attack, which is kind of fun because discard an energy card from each of your opponent's Pokemon. So if he's got an, what do we do here? Do I want to go about doing that? Or do I just take a risk? No, because this guarantees that he's not attacking with this Garchomp next turn. So, and we're never going to need to hit 250 in this match. So yeah, we will. We will. We'll get rid of that energy. Good, there's a draw support. Because I do have to try and get myself a secondary attacker. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting here with this Charizard hoping that you haven't got a way through it. A little bit surprised that this Gibble came up. And no, I'm not putting Viridian Forest down for you, because that just helps you. Yeah. Looks like the turn one Kiawe does it again. Hello, Sonjula, and welcome. Mulligan. And watch me after this Mulligan, just go and find that Victini Prism Star. I will feel a little bit sad if I don't pull the Victini Prism Star. I mean, I am getting used to seeing it in every one of my first hands, so please don't make me sad. There we go, there we go, that's what we want. Victini Prism Star in our first hand, that's what we're after. Oh, excuse me. We'll chuck it up front. I will chuck the Charmander down back. Don't ask me why I'm putting it up front, because I have absolutely no idea. I just thought it'd be a good idea. Mostly because I'm worried about this thing just smashing through me, so... So now I'm hoping for a top deck of a rare candy. How many rare candies have I got? 3. And we'll just chuck them all onto the Charmander here. And I'm assuming this is a Jolteon build, given that, you know, we've got all these lightnings and so... Which means that you'll be able to snipe onto the bench as well. But I need the candy. Should I add order pads to this? Just to make it interesting. Oh, okay, it's not going to be what I thought. With the Poison Barb down. I mean, it still could be the Jolteon deck. Not a build that I thought, I should say. And that Poison Barb could be rather annoying. Because I kind of want to just sit there and smash. So he's set up rather nicely. Gonna Marshadow me. What am I going to get into? Got the candy, and then nothing. He missed the energies completely. Alright, so now I've got plenty of candies and nothing to do with them, so... This is fun. That's about all we're doing. He bricked me up kind of nicely. Just think, if I put the Charmander up front, I could have used a nice Flame Tail that turn and completely wasted my turn. Now, if this doesn't unbrick here, I'm in a lot of trouble. This has to unbrick right now. So, Escape Board to the Victini, just so I can get out to the Jirachi and Stellar Wish. And what have we got to choose from? We are going to go with, I think, Lily, to be honest. And we'll chuck a Wishful Baton onto you, and we'll chuck the Lily down. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to Charmander down here. Don't want to put this to a Zard. Definitely don't want that to the baby Zard. It's pretty safe to say this Jolteon's got the KO here though. If he attaches another energy to it. It's gonna force my hand. Oh, missed everything I needed. I'm going to have to evolve that. That saddens me so much. It has the KO at least. But it does sadden me so much. What do I even want? None of it. Grab an Energy Recycler. We're going to have to Guzma to do it. Which means I don't even hit the Jolteon out of it. This is terrible value for this. Yeah, this is not the Zard that I was hoping for, trust me. We'll go and get the Guzma. And we'll Guzma up the Zoroark. And we'll just continuous Blaze Ball for the moment. Knowing that you do have the KO here. Do have a draw support. Gonna have to try and get this next Charizard up somehow. So I do kind of hope you miss that lightning energy. Because if you miss the lightning energy, might just buy me a little bit more time to try and get this next Zard up. So you're not going to miss the energy, that's for sure. No, I'm certainly not saving any energies with this. You can probably attack with the Zapdos here by the looks of things. Stops me from using the Roaring Resolve. But does buy me some time. Now you're going to Electro Bullet. Okay. Go after the Victini maybe? Gives me some chip damage on you, but I'm assuming you probably got max potion, so you're not worried about that. So let's assume that. We'll use our Energy Recycler here. And we'll Cynthia. We shall Nest Ball. Go and get ourselves another Charmander. I really do think I need auto pads in this. We will. Ah, burnt a Charizard. That is not what I wanted to see there. We will Roaring Resolve. It's just deciding now, do I want to actually attack with this Zard? I mean, you get a KO with an Electro Ball on the next turn. I'm going to experiment here. I'm actually not going to attack. So my thoughts here is I'm trying to save the energies, and I believe that given that he's got this max potion here, I believe that he could be running some kind of max potion play. So now he's going for a Guzma action, I'm assuming. Yep. Gonna pull up the Victini. And we might be using Kiawe next turn just because I've got nothing else. Can put chip damage into the Charizard. Alright. So we could attack with this Zard. I need 2 Engis on it to really do that effectively. We'll see what we top deck. Get another Nest Ball. We will thin first. We'll go and get the Charmander out. So it is a little bit awkward because I've got 2 Zards still in there somewhere. So you got to be my active Pokemon, which is what's awkward about this. To save those Engis. Can absolutely guarantee that that's going down next turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to Cynthia here. We're going to play an Energy onto this Charmeleon. And then we're going to Cynthia. Or do we Kiawe and set up that one as well? We're not attacking this turn. So it's the turn to Kiawe. So we're going to Kiawe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got no more energies at all. Chuck it onto you. And we just won't attack. So the energies in hand is all I've got left. So from here, we are just hoping to pull in some Zards. You're going to get 2 KOs here. And then hope that I can power through. That's what the play is now. So, Charmeleon up. We still don't have a way into a Zard. Have an Escape Board. Have another Energy, because you need it. Cynthia, get away into a Zard. Okay, so I'm going to Time Ball once, and if I don't get it, I'm going to Ultra Ball. Double heads, 2 Zards. Beautiful. Now I need to find myself into one more energy, so we're going to Rare Candy into this Zard. We are going to just chuck this Zard up. Now I could use the Dreadful Flames GX, but there's no real benefit for doing that. So what we're looking at here is actually pulling in my other energy, as I kind of want that. Don't need the Nest Ball at all. And that's just here ready to power up the backup Zard. So we are now in the Steam Artillery. Smash through this Jolteon. Get 2 prize cards. And I do have the Tapu Lele still in deck, don't I? I think so. I haven't prized Tapu Lele, have I? I don't think so, because as long as I haven't, I do have the Guzma to go after that Tapu Lele, which is what we want. As long as I haven't... Oh no, I've got 2 Guzmas in here. That's a risky play. I might just have to go with the whole trying to power through. So you do have the KO on this Zard, but then I've got the KO back. I have a second Zard ready to roll. So that's game. Doing that, that is game. The second Zard is here ready to roll. Surely you'd have to know that. Huge damage. But the second Zard is here ready to roll. So, well played. Second Zard. And we will Dreadful Flames just because we can. There we go. That was close. 1 prize card. 1 prize card. I don't know how I actually got out of that in the end. So, good game. Good game. And it is time to rate this deck. So, what do I think? Well, starting with damage here, this guy is an absolute beast. 200 damage, just flat damage, turn after turn, absolutely huge. 250 damage for 1 turn of your game is absolutely massive. And hey, if you need to get bigger, then you go to the baby Zard with a continuous Blaze Ball for a one-off. Now this self-charges, but if you got a Wishful Baton from when this Charizard goes down onto this baby Zard, you can one-shot anything in the game. It is massive, so that's really nice. 10 out of 10 easy. The defense side of things, this is a big hefty Pokemon to stick in the way. High HP, 250 for a 2 prize Pokemon. Really liking that. We don't have any healing here, unfortunately, so we're giving it a 9 out of 10. Big HP Pokemon. The reliability, that is the key here. We are in a high risk, high return deck if we can get the Kiawe off turn 1, and if we can't, it is really a slow build deck from there, and you really have to think about how we're getting this thing up and rolling if we miss that turn 1 Kiawe. So yeah, the reliability here, that's the awkward part of this deck. It tends to get going most of the time, and if it does get going turn 1, then it rolls and it can just power through decks. So high risk, high reward. Reliability, we are giving a 7 out of 10. So overall, what do I think? Well, while I don't think this is the best Charizard deck in the standard format right now, I think that crown still belongs to this Zard just here. The big hefty Zard, this absolute beast, is certainly the most fun to play. So giving it an 8 out of 10.